Hello everybody, welcome back to Historical Gamer. I'm your host, and we're doing a little something different today. It's been a while. I know it's been a couple months since I uploaded a video, mainly because, not because I haven't been playing games. My wife will tell you that she is sick of me playing games all the time, but no, I felt this channel was more for my historical gaming, but recently I have gotten into a lot of survival games, particularly Green Hell, which is a really cool survival game set in the jungle, in the Amazon rainforest. And I've downloaded probably about a half a dozen of these types of games. Kind of open world survival. You have to get food, you have to get resources, and you build. And this is by far one of the best, I think. There are issues with it, obviously. No game is perfect, but it's pretty close. And on top of that, it's just really, immersive. I know they came out with a VR version recently, which is probably pretty cool. And it's a very big challenge if you're looking for a game that you really have to struggle at. I know, like, the learning curve, I've played this so long right now that I've gotten to a point where I can survive a long time. I know what bandages to make. I've got different types of dressings that I have available. I know how to make all the different tools. But even still, survival is very difficult. So you probably played this game before or heard about it. It's been out since 2019. And in this video today we're talking about an achievement that few people have done, and I am attempting it. It is called Vegan, and you're supposed to survive 25 days solely on mushroom and plant-based food on Welcome to the Jungle difficulty or higher. So I started a new game on Welcome to the Jungle difficulty. Right now it's December 26th. I think I'm about 11 days in, and this is like my 5th or 6th attempt to actually get this achievement, because it's just so difficult. Because as you see in your little handy smartwatch, in this game you have 4 different meters that you're looking out for. You've got your fats in green, your proteins in red, your carbohydrates in yellow, and water in blue. Now, when all of these are at 100%, your health is at 100%. But you get these different nutrients from different types of foods. And of course, most protein comes from meat in this game. I'm not a vegan by any means, but they really need to adjust this, because obviously you can't get proteins from nuts and things like that. It's not that difficult, but in this game it makes it difficult. So if you cut out the meat, then you're going to have a hard time. And honestly, you can survive with several of these down. So like there's a hack that that I read about that basically, it says, well, all you have to do is drink water, and as long as you get water and sleep, you'll just sleep the 25 days and survive at 25% health just by drinking water the whole time. And yeah, I guess you could get the achievement that way, but it's not really very fun, and honestly I feel like that's kind of cheating in a sense. So as I said, this is my about 5th or 6th attempt at this, and I realized that what I was going to need to do is prepare before I started going for the 25 days. In this game you can garden, and you can create these little plots where you can plant things. You can build the small planting box, large planting box, and you can plant a lot of different types of things out there. So because your stamina is going to be low, because your health is going to be low, you don't want to go out exploring very much. So it's helpful to have all the nutrients that you need right by where your base is. I got my little bed here where I sleep. And in terms of plants, there's not a lot that give you protein. So if you're going to try to go vegan in this game and still have all of your bars here replenished, you're going to need this plant or fruit in particular. See if I can find one here to pick. That's the flower. Here we go. So you got this unknown fruit, which is actually the it's called the Monstera deliciosa fruit, and I definitely am not going to be able to pronounce these very well. And this gives you 15 protein, 25 carbohydrates, 10 energy, and 3 sanity, which is really good. Okay, so you need a lot of these. Like if you're gonna really survive and continue playing the game and not just be comatose the whole time, okay, you gotta have those plants. So I planted a lot of them. I have like 7 or 8 of those plants. There's some more growing here. Another fruit that you can get, unknown fruit right here, that's the guanabana fruit, okay, from the soursop plant. This thing, 16 carbs, 8 hydration, but it also kills parasites. So if you drink bad water, something get a parasite, that will take care of it. I like these little fruits as well because they give you, again, they give you hydration. So if you get into a dry spell, normally you're just collecting water from rain, but if you get into a dry spell, you're going to need more hydration. Now this plant here gives you the cassava bulb, and you have to chop it down. And then you see this unknown bulb here. I would not eat it without cooking it because you will get sick and start throwing up. So I will go over here to my fire, which apparently went out at some point. Let's see. Now I gotta build a fire back here. And the great thing about the soups in this game is that they never go bad. So a lot of your other foods will spoil, but these never do. Once you cook it in a soup, it never goes bad. It just sits there and you just wait, and you can do it and eat it at any time. So we're going to put this in a bowl here and wait until it cooks. And in order to see what nutrients you would get when you drank it, you have to open your backpack, and then it'll show you when you hover over. So 10 energy, 50 carbohydrates, and you're going to want a lot of energy when you're doing this, because if you don't have protein, if your protein's at 0, your energy bar will go down more rapidly. So you need to replenish that energy. Fats is also a challenge if you're going vegan in this game. But there are several foods that give you a lot of fats. You can get coconuts, harvest coconuts, and get the coconut meat. This gives you 10 fats and 5 carbs, so it's okay. Basically, you get 2 of those per coconut. And then you also get Brazil nuts you can find. I would gather a whole bunch of these because you're going to need it. And these are really good. So they produce the Brazil nut. They give you 35 fats and even a little bit of protein there. So, you know, right now I'm not doing too badly here. And then of course, once you eat the fruits, you harvest all your plants and everything that you get. Then they replenish after a while. And I made this by the water so that if it doesn't rain very much, I got my my little canteen here that I found, and I can fill it up with water and run up there and replenish those things. So you also got banana trees, and bananas give you mainly carbohydrates. But we will now see if I will be successful. So I am going to pause the video, and when I restart, hopefully it will be at a point where I'm about to get this achievement. So I will catch you then. And welcome back. We are on day 28, and I finally achieved the vegan achievement. I did get a little impatient, so I slept for quite a while in the last couple of days. I actually I wanted to record me literally getting the achievement in real time, but apparently I'd gone long enough without eating meat that I got it. I was actually kind of surprised because I thought that I would get it around day 30, 31, 32, something like that. But it turns out no, I actually achieved it earlier, which is interesting because I did eat some beef jerky and things like that earlier on when I was trying to set up my garden in preparation, so maybe that doesn't count. I thought maybe snacks and things like that, maybe they didn't count, but I didn't know whether they did or not, so I guess they don't. So as you can see, I expanded my garden quite a bit here because you just can't grow enough of these plants to ever really be 100% on protein. You would have to plant like 20 of them, and have them like constantly producing in order to get a full. Say I eat 2 of those fruits and I'm not even like a quarter way up the bar there. But the important thing is I got the achievement. We can take a look at that. So I have the vegan achievement right here. Survive 25 days solely on mushroom and plant-based food on Welcome to the Jungle difficulty or higher. And only 0.6% of players have this achievement. So that's a pretty rare achievement and a pretty decent achievement for this game. It was quite a challenge. So I appreciate you sticking with me for this, and hopefully if you're a fan of this game, you can try to achieve it as well. Let's get that percentage up there's no reason why more people couldn't have that achievement. It's relatively easy to do. Like I said, if you just drink water and sleep for 25 days, you can do it. I really didn't want to do that, but obviously it's up to you. But yeah, this is a great game. I've really enjoyed it. I don't have a virtual reality device, so I can't do that. Can't do the VR, unfortunately. But thanks for sticking with me, even though this isn't necessarily considered a historical game. And I will catch you in the next video.